Dell Technologies is made up of several different organizations placed around the globe, including Taipei, Bangalore, and Austin. We have over 350 plus test professionals that validate the hardware and software for these products.
What got us interested in looking at cognitive QA was when I came across the World Quality Report, the 2016-2017 version. What Mark and I had been doing in our organization had been driving through a test automation strategy since about 2013.
As well as moving to an Elysium-based tool suite.
And we were kind of looking for the next big thing.
We had a huge amount of data available, but we really didn't know how to take advantage of that and what we could actually extract from that data. And that's where cognitive QA came into play.
We didn't really have a pain point identified yet when we started looking at this. We actually got some of our subject matter experts, our lead test engineers, to start looking at opportunities and really brainstorming what areas would really solve problems that were hindering them and slowing them down. We generated a pretty big list of opportunities, and we really narrowed those things down to two main areas. The first one, and really by far, was something called SUT planning, system under test planning, and it's configuration planning.
We have a lot of challenges around the complexity of the server software combinations.
All the different possible combinations that can go into testing a server.
Hardware, software, devices, and combinations of devices in various slots.
Types of NIC cards, the types of RAID cards, the OSs, the browsers.
These are going into lots of different environments, and it's incumbent on us to make sure that we deliver the highest quality product to our customers at the initial release.
The possible configurations that you could come up with gets very large very fast, and we just quite frankly don't have that much time or money to go test all of them. So our test leads go through a process at the beginning, which is typically about a 2-week process, where they take in historical defect trends, the new requirements, weird combinations of things that they've seen in the past, trying to figure out what are the smallest number of configurations that we can do that we're going to get the most coverage. With cognitive QA, what we're hoping to do is get that 2-week process down to a matter of hours.
The second area of opportunity through the cognitive QA solutions was really helping us with our test case planning to look at prior test case runs through a pass-fail frequency score. And the ones that failed less, we would want to prioritize those later into the program, and those that failed more frequently to the front end of the program. Finally, we aim to apply the analytics to determine whether we need to automate those, retire those, or even refactor those.
The cognitive QA fits in really well with our test strategy because it dovetails so nicely with what we've done in test automation and continuous testing over the past 3 to 4 years. The reason we engaged with Sogeti was after reading that World Quality Report, I got in contact with my Sogeti partner that I worked with on the e-commerce side of the house. He put me in touch with one of the subject matter experts at Sogeti in Bangalore, and that's where our relationship really started to kick off.
We certainly reached out to a few other organizations, but
it was pretty clear that the Sogeti approach to this aligned really well with ours in tackling the problem statements that we wanted to go in and hitting our pain points.
They were really viewed as having the most comprehensive capability in this space.
The other thing that we really liked about Sogeti was the domain expertise that they clearly had demonstrated in product engineering and the test engineering space. We really wanted to see that blending of analytics in our domain.
Our proof of concept with Sogeti and cognitive QA has gone exceptionally well from the start. They were very engaged with us. They clearly understood the area of interest that we had in this. They really kind of came in and set a groundwork. They were very amenable to talking with our subject matter experts on areas that we were interested in. They came back very quickly with an overview, and not only were they able to hone in our questions a little more, but they were really well defined in applying cognitive QA to our day-to-day roles. Through our partnerships, we believe that cognitive QA will be a winning solution for Dell.